class is indices. And we have said that the word indices is just a plural form of index. Index itself is a small number written at the right corner of a base number. I've given an example here: 3 raised to 5. The 5 here is the index number, which is the power to which 3 is raised. The 3 is the base number. If I use a letter, I can take A as the base number and then M as the index number. I want to record that the index number can also be called power. I think you can call it the power. If you go to higher classes, you will call it log. Some may call it exponent. But for our old class, just know that it's an index number and it's called power. So I've given an example of 3 to the power 5. That 3 to the power 5 means 3 written in 5 times by multiplication. That is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is equals to 243. Then to work on indices, we need to apply some rules. We apply some rules. So right now we will now talk about rules of indices. There are almost 9 rules of indices. But I think we will talk about 3 or 4 of them in this class with examples. 1. You have the multiplication law or rule. I will use both letters and numbers to explain it. I have say A raised to power M times A raised to power N. Now the rule must, the important thing you have to consider this rule that the numbers given, all the base must be the same. I cannot have A here and have B here. It should be AA, but the powers may not be the same, but the base must be the same. So in this case, the rule just says, if you want to get the solution, you just say A raised to M plus N. You just add up the powers. You add up the powers. Now, if I take a figure, say 2 raised to power 3 times 2 raised to power 2. Through log process, 2 raised to power 3 means 2 in 3 places. Like I've explained it, 3 to the power 5. Then 2 in 2 places by multiplication. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's. So that 5 2's, that 5 will now be the power of 2, which is the index, which you can simply write as 2 raised to 3 plus 2. You add the powers. You must understand the rule. Because if you are given something like, say, 2 raised to 200 times 2 raised to power 100, it will waste a lot of time and paper to write 2 in 200 places, to write 2 in 100 places, and then we start to count. So instead, you simply say 2 raised to 200 plus 100. It's going to be 2 raised to power of 300. That is a shortcut of doing that. 2, you want to look at the division rule. Take note, multiplication, you add the powers. In division, you have, say, y raised to power p divided by y raised to power q. In division, the rule is that you subtract the powers. So I'll just have y raised to p minus q. If I take a figure, say 3 raised to power 4 divided by 3 raised to power 2, it means I'm going to have 3 raised to power 4 minus 2, and I'll have 3 squared. This one will give me 9. Whereas if you like to only just have, because this one and 2, they are small numbers. You can add these 3, 4 places. Division, this is line of division. You can add these 3 2 times. Then see this off. You will left with 2 3s. We say now 3 squared is equals to 9. So like I've set an example here. If the 3 is raised to a higher number, it will not be easy for us to begin to write all those things out. Then 3. We talk of the bracket rule. The bracket rule. What we mean here is that you have an index number, say a raised to power m, and now put it inside a bracket. And then raise another power again, say power n. This one is saying that to solve it, I will just multiply the powers and say a raised to m times n. It's going to be a raised to power n. I just take a number. If I have something like 2 raised to power 5, then allow raised to power 3 again. Like I've said here, that when you have an index number, it's telling you that you write that this number of times. So in this case, when it's 3, this has to have 2 raised to power 5, 2 raised to power 5, 2 raised to power 5. 3 times. You take care of that bracket. The multiplication will still be there. So if I go from there, you will see that I'm going to have 2 raised to, this will take me back to rule 1 of multiplication. Now I'm going to add the power together. 5 plus 5 plus 5. I'm going to raise to the power of 15. You can just say 2 raised to 5 times 3. You got the 2 raised to power of 15. So we look at those 3. So I'm giving the example what of this house. So if I want to simplify, I usually simplify. You will see what I've done here. I've combined the 2 rules together, multiplication and division. So if I want to solve this one, I will only say this, write the 2 down. Like I've said, all the base numbers must be the same. I'll just say 2 raised to power 4. I will add 5 and subtract 7. I'm going to have 2 raised to power 9 minus 7. I'm going to give you 2 raised to power of 2. Everything now becomes 2 times 2, which is 4. I want to emphasize this, that the rule will not hold if the base numbers are not the same. For example, if I have 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 2, the rule will not work here. It will not be equal to 2 raised to power 3 plus 2 or 3 raised to power 3 plus 2. It's not what I'm saying is not equal to that. So if I want to simplify, so I have to do it separately. Take the 2, 3 times, take this 3, 2 times, then I will multiply. I have 4, 8, 24, 72. So don't apply the rule where the base numbers are not the same. I have root all the samples I've got so far, they are all positive. Then how do we solve negative index? I'll go through that one before we end the lesson. Now, if I have something like, say, 3 raised to minus 3. Minus 4. If I want to get solution to this, I have to go back to division rule. I'll go back to the division rule. I'll do this. I have something like a raised to power 8 divided by a raised to power 12. From the division rule, I'm going to have a raised to 8 minus 12. We have to supply the powers. So it's going to give me a raised to minus 4. Minus what is the negative index. But to get the solution to it, we have to retrace ourselves back to the ABC of numbers. Write this 8, the base number, 8 times. This is division. Get the division line. Write this 8 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You will see now that this is, we'll be taking the remind, this, all this one will go. But then this one just say 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then up here you are going to have 1,000, to give you 1. Divided by, you are left with 4 is now have a raised power of 4. And that's how we simplify the change negative index to a positive 1. So immediately you have something like this 1 raised to minus from the other as 1 raised power of 4. If you like to write as 1 over 3 f raised power of 4. We say that say 1 power of 4, 1 over 3 raised power of 4. And then 1 raised all the now just give you 1. And now we just give you 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That will give 1 over 81. Then we have negative index. That is what you do. Okay, if the base number is not a whole number like 3, if it is something like 3 all over 4 as raised to say negative 2. Here, the 3 here is a whole number. Here and this here are old. This is a fraction. Then what do you do? What you need to do, you know in fraction you have numerator all over denominator. You know you have a fraction, you just change the denominator to become the numerator. Change the to become the denominator. You know you do that, the 2 you just carry positive, you not be over negative. And from there you simplify. And now just give you 4 times 4 all over 3 times 3. It's going to give you 16 all over 9. So we'll stop here for today. Take your toy books and try to solve some exercises based on those words. When we meet again, we talk about when the power of a number is equal to when the index is 0.